There's some people that really hate this country. There's some people that live in it that absolutely really hate this country. And I'm referring to the people in the media. They have really reached a new low with some of this talk about the plane, about the airplane, and some of this talk about white genocide. They have really reached a new low with their hatred for this country. I used to think it was stupidity. I used to think they were just very stupid people, and now I realize they hate us. They hate us. I've realized that for a long time, and I didn't want to say anything about it. This airplane, I go on a trip. I go on a trip to a beautiful country. We make a lot of big, beautiful deals. America is the greatest country in the world, but we made a lot of very beautiful deals with the Arab countries much faster, much faster than they would be going on in America. And in return for some of the big, beautiful deals that they made, I, I gave them some sweet deals on some cryptocurrencies. And in return for this big, beautiful deal that I made, I was very nice. I was very nice. Because I am very nice. I'm a very nice president. And in return for this, they gave me a $400 million airplane. This thing is going to rock and roll through the skies. And for some reason, people have complaints about it. For some reason, people have complaints that the people that financed 9/11 are going to do something bad to the president's airplane. I don't understand it. I really don't understand why people are complaining about that. If you financed 9/11 25 years ago, that means you have a lot of experience with airplanes. That means you have 25 years experience at least. At least they had to start this before the actual 9/11. You have 25 years experience with airplanes. People are saying that I'm corrupt, that I'm doing corrupt things to get this airplane. What I'm doing is not looking a gift horse in a mouth. Because if someone who knows how to use airplanes for good things and for bad things, for both. They're very smart people. If someone knows how to use airplanes, decides to give you an airplane that is $400 million, I feel like the polite thing to do is to take it. I was raised right. I was raised to take that airplane. That's just the polite thing to do. You take the airplane from people that know a lot about airplanes, and these Arab states do. Qatar knows quite a lot about airplanes. They financed some very important stuff with airplanes back in 2001. Some really rockin' and rollin' stuff. So you need to take their airplane. I was raised not to look a gift horse in the mouth. And now we get the airplane and people are complaining about how much it's going to cost to fix it, how much it's going to cost to remove bugs from it. All of this, people are really looking a gift horse in the mouth. And I thought this was the new low that the media could hit. And then yesterday I had this very big meeting with the president of South Africa, and I told him that some very smart people were talking about white genocide, and I showed him some very strong, very compelling evidence that white genocide was happening all over his country, just absolutely all over it. I showed him some songs about it. I showed him some crosses on the road. I showed him some extremely strong evidence that white people were getting killed all over this country. Very strong evidence. I would say it's beautiful evidence, but it's not a beautiful subject, guys. Very strong, very clear evidence. And the media, the lowlifes in the mainstream media, are absolutely all over me for showing this very beautiful evidence. This very strong evidence. I just said I wasn't going to call it beautiful. This very strong evidence. They say Trump is making claims without any evidence that there's really no dispossession of farmers. No farmers are getting kicked off their land. I wrote a very brilliant book. It's one of the best books ever written, and everyone should be reading it. I wrote The Art of the Deal. And there's several chapters. It's almost 70 pages where I talk, and I have a very smart ghostwriter. I had a really, really great guy where I talk about dispossessing white farmers. And now people are claiming, and now people are actually making this claim that I don't know what dispossessing farmers of their lands is when I see it. People are saying that I don't know what dispossessing farmers of their lands is, that I'm not providing any evidence. There are 70 pages. There are lots and lots of pages in a very, very beautiful book written by President Me where I talk all about how to kick farmers off of their land. I think I know what I'm talking about, guys. I think I know what I'm talking about. And it's fine. And it's fine when Trump is doing it. It's fine when the Trump family is doing it. We put some really magnificent, tremendous things up on that land. It's not fine when other people are doing it. It's not fine when other people are doing it. And it could be closer to fine when other people are doing it if they give us big, beautiful airplanes. That could make it a lot closer to being a fine situation. But people are saying that Trump doesn't provide any evidence about dispossessing farmers from their land, and I've done it all the time. I spent a lot of the 80s. I spent a lot of the 80s when some of these really, really terrible reporters were not even born. I spent a lot of the 80s kicking farmers off their land. I think I know what I'm talking about. I think I know what I'm talking about, and it makes me very angry when people are questioning the President of the United States about something that the President knows really a lot about. It's very, very sad.